Have you ever tasted something that feels like history? I'm not talking about a recipe or a traditional dish. I mean a survival code carved deep into human DNA. Welcome to Iceland, a land where fire erupts from the earth and ice swallows the horizon. A place so brutal, nature doesn't just test you, it dares you to quit. And yet people didn't just survive here, they thrived. They built a culture of warriors, poets, explorers, and dreamers. And they did it because they unlocked one powerful, foundational truth. Sometimes the things that scare you the most are the very things that save you. And nothing, absolutely nothing, represents that Viking truth better than a single, infamous dish. A food that smells like ammonia, looks like danger, and once upon a time, could kill you. I'm talking about Hákarl, fermented shark, the dish that never ever spoils. Stay with me, because what you're about to learn isn't just about food. It's about life, about resilience, and the secret to turning your deepest fears into your greatest strengths. Imagine this. You've just arrived in Iceland over 1,000 years ago. The wind is so cold it feels like it's slicing your skin. Volcanoes are rumbling right under your feet. The winters are so dark the sun becomes a distant rumor. There are no crops, no easy food, just a vast, cold ocean, ice, and a profound silence. So what do? You fight, you adapt. You look the impossible right in the eye and you say, I can break you. The Vikings found the Greenland shark, a true beast of the deep, a creature that outlives entire empires. Its flesh was rich in protein, but it was also deadly. If you ate it raw, your body would start to shut down. Your mind would spin as if you were drunk on nightmare fuel. Your muscles would convulse. You could die. A normal person would have walked away. But a Viking doesn't. They didn't ask, is it possible? So they began an experiment that no one had ever dared before. They took this toxic meat and buried it in the earth. They pressed it with heavy stones, letting time and nature tear it apart, break it down, and clean it from within. Weeks turned into months. What was rot became transformation. The poison turned into nourishment. Then they hung it in the freezing wind. They let the Arctic breath cure it, harden it, strengthen it. And when they finally tasted it, it didn't taste good. But it tasted like survival. It tasted like defying death and turning it into fuel. That's Hákarl, a food that can last for years. A food that kept humans alive when the winter tried to erase them from existence. A food that turned sheer danger into raw power. People today might taste it out of curiosity for a good story. But back then, this was life insurance in a world that wanted you gone. Now pause for a second. Because this is where this ancient Viking dish becomes your story. We all have our own Greenland shark, something toxic in our life. A fear, a failure, shame, a painful past, a person who hurt us, a dream that terrifies us, and our instinct? It's to run, to avoid, to hide, to try and forget it ever happened. But Iceland teaches us something different. Sometimes the only way to kill the poison is to face it, to break it down, to sit with the discomfort, to let time and pressure transform it into something else. Healing isn't pretty. It's like burying your pain, processing it, airing it out, and slowly turning your wounds into strength. Fermentation is messy. So is growth. So is becoming someone truly unbreakable. The Vikings didn't just make food. They created a philosophy. Don't just escape the storm. Become the one who survives it. Today, Hákarl is eaten at Thorrablot, Iceland's midwinter festival. And it's not eaten for the taste, it's for honor. When Icelanders bite into a piece of it, they are not just eating shark. They are eating memory, courage, discomfort, transformation. They are saying to their past, to the brutal winters, to the challenges they overcame, we rise, we endure, we turn fear into fuel. And maybe that's why this dish is so unforgettable. Not because of its flavor, but because of the fight it represents. So ask yourself, what poison in your life are you ready to transform? What fear are you finally done running from? What challenge can you bury, process, and rise stronger from? Don't avoid it. Ferment it. Face it. Turn it into your strength. Just like the Icelanders, just like the Vikings, just like the shark that became power instead of poison. Because one day, you'll look back and say, what tried to destroy me, built me. And that right there, that will be your Hákarl moment. Thanks so much for watching. If this story moved you, please give it a like, subscribe for more stories like this, and share your own transformation story in the comments below. I promise you, I read every single one. Until next time, travel bold, live brave, and never ever fear the things that can make you stronger.